This is a short demonstration for the Impellam Group in relation to ProgrammExpress, the web-based portfolio, program and project reporting solution, where we've specifically moved to a new version 15.1 with a new home screen and allowing corporate colour palettes and logos and replicating the brand identity of the organisation. So I'm going to log on as the administrator of ProgrammExpress. And what this will do, it will take us into what we call our new home screen. You'll see that we've got the logo and we've got the colour palette in terms of the brand identity, which we've pulled from the website. And for the administrator who can see everything in terms of projects and see all modules, if I open up the projects within programs and portfolio, purely demo data, each client has their own structure of their portfolio, programs, work streams and projects. But from an administrator perspective, what we can see is we can see all the project data. We can see the health in terms of red, amber, green status, broken down by their modules, which we've now moved to being icons, but better described through our updates tab of commentary, plan, resources, costs, benefits, impacts, risks and logs, as well as other functionality like document management, reporting and dashboards and other administrator type settings. From this screen we can also open up reports that we've configured ourselves, and we can open up shared reports which have been configured by the central projects team or the program office, which will be shared with all users. Now with this screen we'll see that the administrator sees everything. From a user perspective or the project manager perspective, ProgrammExpress is all about simple input and powerful output. So in terms of simple inputs, what we can do is we can specify roles for these project managers or users. And what we can then do is we can start to filter out what's not required for those users to update in terms of data updates in modules. So I'm going to log on as the user. We will be logging on to the same home screen, same database, but you'll see a completely different view, a simpler view, and it really sort of like helps with the governance for each of the users, project managers, in terms of what's expected of them. Because what it's showing here is that that user has to update 3 projects and has to update these particular modules, commentary, plan and risks within the project. That's what's required of them, and it's very clear within the home screen. So our project manager can now click on the square. This is the commentary screen. They can update their narrative from there. They then move and update, and will navigate via the updates tab to the plan, update their plan, move and update the risks. There's the risk register. And when they've done that, what they can do is they can open up their reports, the ones that they've configured that's available to them, or again shared reports that have been configured and shared with them by the central projects team or the PMO. So they've made their update. They might want to look at, see on a report what their update looks like. So I'm going to run a one-page summary PPT, just one example of a project report, a plan on a page, project, some reg status, the timeline, some financial information, and there's the narrative that they've entered and we've configured as part of this specific report. So that's the view for the user, or an example view for the user, and many roles can be set up for many different types of people, different types of departments. I'm going to go back and log in as the administrator, because once everybody has made their very simple updates, we will then get to see the big picture of everything, opening up the projects again. And it might be now that the data has been updated, we want to have a look at where there is offending or problem data. And one thing that we can do here to help is we can filter out anything that's got a green, showing red and amber, filter out anything that's amber, and there we can see where the problem areas are. And if we want to drill down, we can use an example, click on that red square which relates to costs within that project, click, it'll take us to the screen and we can see the forecast is exceeding the planned or the original budget in this case, hence a red status. And we can do the same for data within other projects. From an administrator's perspective, we're more than likely want to now run consolidated and aggregated reports at a higher level. So I go up to my top portfolio level. Again, I can run reports that I've set up, or I can run reports that have been set up for me. So I'm going to run a reg status summary, which is a bit like a summary Excel of the status of all the projects, broken down by portfolio, program, and project. So you'll see Excel style report. These are the columns that we've configured. This is the type of output that you can expect. Each project manager has made their updates, one click, and we can produce this type of information. Or another example would be potentially a Gantt chart report. So we can see the plan of action for every single project within the portfolio of activity. Or the same data but different view in terms of a milestone summary. So let's have a look at the plan in terms of more of a timeline type report, which will show the projects, the key milestones, the health, red, amber, green, and the expected delivery dates of these milestones within the portfolio. That's just a very short demonstration. There's a lot more functionality. As I said at the beginning, we have resource management, cost management, benefit management, impact analysis, risks, logs, which includes issues, decisions, lessons learned, dependencies, or whatever you configure. It's a very short demonstration, and thank you very much for listening.